Hey everybody, you'll notice that things are a little bit different. I have moved since my last video. Today we're doing a quick review of Soulfall. The name is on there. It's tough to see, but you can see it. Designer's name on there as well. I'm not even going to attempt to. I think it's John Cloudis. I don't want to mess it up. But it's a game that recently came out on Kickstarter. Been playing it quite a few times with a couple different groups. For component quality, it is not good. The boards came to me, getting it everywhere now. Boards came to me warped, and it's I don't even know what you would call it, more like a card than a card board. Glossed on both sides. It's a reversible board, and it just slides across the table anytime you try to put tokens on it. So it's pretty bad quality. The art on the board isn't great either. It's a very just standard landscape. The tokens aren't terrible quality, but punching them out is very difficult. They have a plastic coating over them that the art is on, and if you don't punch it out just right, it'll rip the token. I managed to get all mine out without much of an issue. I just had to be very delicate. Yeah, the chips are pretty low quality. The boards are terrible quality. I have to hold down the board when anybody puts pieces on. The cards are a little thin, but as a whole, the art on most of everything is great. Beautiful art. The cards especially have amazing art on them. Overall, give it a 3, but with a little asterisk on the side to show that the art is probably a 9, at least if you like the style, but the components themselves are not good. Gameplay, I had to knock down as well to a 4. It's a pretty light game, but interesting at the same time. It's not too terribly involved. The scoring mechanism, once you get into it, is fairly interesting, but at the end, while during gameplay it's a lot of fun, the critical fault of the game is that at any time you can calculate somebody else's score, and since attacking somebody has no repercussion to it other than attacking you, there's no reason not to, just to take away their points. So it ends up being a tit-for-tat kind of the whole game, which usually isn't a problem, but it ends up being the person who goes last wins, because they were able to give the last tit or tat. The rule book was pretty good. I give that a 7, fairly concise. I had a few questions and kind of probably more misread than actually misinterpreted a few things, but those were cleared up after one game, so pretty good, 7. The theme is really cool, but I feel like the game is almost abstract. The theme doesn't really go well with it. I mean, it's not bad, but at the same time, I don't think it was drawing from one another. I think the mechanisms or the theme came first. I don't know if they were developed together. I could be wrong though. The fun would probably be a 5. During the gameplay, when you're learning it and doing that, it's a lot of fun. It's probably closer to a 7 or 8. I enjoyed it a lot. However, once you realize that the victory points are 100% known, and that if you were the person who goes last, you will win. In every game that we've played, and I've played upwards of 5 games, it is always the last person to act that wins, whether or not they were losing or winning. And it's frustrating because it's a really interesting game. It can be very mean because this whole attacking is the best way to get points, because not only do you gain points, but you lose points. Rather, the opponent loses points. And this is a really sad thing for me, because I went into this Kickstarter very much was like, okay, the art, boom, and I'm gonna hit pre-order right there. Pre-order. Yeah. But it's just not. It just wasn't what I was hoping for. Some aspects were a lot better than I thought they were going to be, but at the end of the day, the game is just not fun because of the scoring system. The fact that you can just sit there and spend 10 seconds to calculate everybody's points and know exactly what you have to do to take those points away from them. Yep. that's it. Hope you guys see you next time.